Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Tea with Aysun. So Tea with Aysun is the talk of just talking about feelings, intimacy, everything that is taboo and people don't really talk about. And I have been going through it. Man, this has been an exhausting 2 weeks, full of healing, full of breakdowns, full of everything, and it has been amazing to look back. If you're not having a journal, I don't have a practice where I actually journal a lot. I just have a small journal of like writing down how I feel every day, just to have something to look back on, and it really helps. And like you look back and you're like, oh my god, I was that devastated like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm actually okay. I'm dealing with it, and it has been helping me a lot. And yesterday when I looked down on what I wrote, it really helped me shift into perspective that everything passes and everything is okay eventually, even if it feels like the most horrible thing in the world at the moment and everything is going downhill. So what is really important to me at the moment is trying to learn how to be there for myself and how to be a better person for the people around me, and also what I want and how that feels for me, and how to go through grieving in the healthiest way, because I had to say goodbye to a really, really important friendship in my life, one of the most important ones until now, and it has been incredibly difficult. So how do you move past that, and how do you continue? You don't really have a choice, do you? You just go through life and you go on. But for me, what has been really important is just feeling the feels and not judging myself for it. Also accepting the ugly feelings that might come up of anger and resentment and hating the person because you love them so much, and everything in between. We're all of those ugly parts as much as we are the beautiful parts that makes life and being amazing. And I've also noticed that I've been holding myself to this really high standard that I don't want to hold myself to anymore. When I first started studying here, when I first came to Scotland, I was in a very different place in my life, and I had a lot of control issues of trying to control everything in my life and holding everything in my hands that is possible, and having the feeling that I have to carry everyone's weight. And I want to let go of that. It doesn't serve me anymore. And I mean, the patterns that we have, they had a reason why we developed them. Something might be soothing or might be helpful in that moment, but is not anymore. And for me, growing up in an immigrant family in Germany without a lot of support externally, because we didn't have a lot of other family outside, and I had to fight for myself, I had to stick up for myself, and having that made me a go-getter, but also a perfectionist and a control freak. And now I'm letting go of that, because you cannot control anything in life. You can control how you react to it, but otherwise there is not a lot that you can do. But that is also the beauty, because you understand that your life is a mosaic of present moments, and not a marathon of going from goal to goal and achieving that, and almost always trying to do better and beating yourself up for things that don't work out. It's not about that. It's enjoying the ride. and trying to be a better person and trying to learn from your mistakes. And I'm learning to let go and understanding that tides come and go, and what is left most of the time is you. And I'm also trying to treat myself better, because we would never treat our friends or our loved ones in the way that we treat ourselves. Imagine your best friend not getting a job. Would you go to them being like, you could have done better, you're not enough, you're not doing well enough, you could have studied better? No, you would never do that. You would be understanding and tell them, I'm sorry that this happened. There's always a reason for something. Rejection is something that you can learn from and get used to. And I'm very proud of you. Why don't we do that to ourselves? And the kinder we are to ourselves, the better we are to other people, because we're a mirror. We project our reality onto other people. So to be a better friend, to be a better loved one, you first need to be kind towards yourself. And when you are judgmental towards yourself, you tend to judge other people as well. What sticks out when you see other people, what you judge at them, you judge within yourself. And it's really something that you only can let go of when you accept yourself, and when you accept life for something that you don't always have control over. And accepting life as something that you don't have to judge or that you have to master, but more as something that just happens and you go with it. Just like surfing a bit. You observe the waves, and then you adjust yourself to it and your goals to it. And sometimes there's a big wave, and sometimes you just sit at the coast and watch the sunset, and that is okay. And I'm really proud of myself. I've been living abroad for 3 years now, and I've been learning so much, and I'm so proud of the little wee adult that I'm becoming. And there is still so much that I want to achieve, and so much beauty that I want to see in the world. And I have so much meaning and so many beautiful people in my life. And I know that I'm talking a lot about myself, but I really wanted this channel to be a place of vulnerability. And I started this channel in the pandemic, and I didn't want other people to feel alone. And it is more important than ever right now, because so many people in my generation are dealing with imposter syndrome and feeling like they don't have the friends that they want, and feeling disconnected because of social media and so much pressure outside. And a lot of us are lonely, and we're not supposed to be. We need human beings as people, and I love my company. I love being with myself, and I love enjoying life as it is. But that doesn't change the fact that you need community. When I was going through my heartbreak, like for the first week, I just spent time with my family, and I found so much beauty and love in the way that they were treating me through it, and the way that they took care of me. And we need that. We need people to love, and we want to be loved. I feel like through cancel culture, we have developed a very toxic way of labeling other people and being like, oh, that person behaved in this way, let me cut them off. And I feel like it's not serving us at all, because we can communicate when something goes wrong as well. We can just tell people that we like that this didn't sit well with me, this didn't sit right with me, and I love you as a friend, as a partner, as a family member, and I don't want to be treated in this and that way, and I would like to talk to you about it. And most of the time people have the best intentions. Many people are not as narcissistic as you might think. And maybe they just had a toxic pattern from their family, or maybe they didn't think right in that moment. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. And instead of cutting people off left and right, we could also value the connections that we have. Because let me tell you, real connection, may it be friendship or a partnership or whatever, is rare and precious, and we should treat it in that way. And I really hope that we can all find peace within ourselves and stop judging ourselves in this harsh way, and then going out into the world and judging other people in this harsh way. And I feel very peaceful. Of course, I'm going through a lot of sad feelings and a lot of ups and downs through the grieving, but I also feel very peaceful in knowing my truth, knowing who's there for me when I need them, knowing whom to approach, and knowing when I need alone time and when I need some grace and need to cut myself some slack, you know. And I'm a very humble novice of my path. I'm not a pro at all, and I'm not at my end goal at all. And it's not about that. I am very young, and I want to acknowledge the fact that I'm very young and I don't have to have it all figured out. But I really love life, and I really love the people in my life. And I just wanted to share a brainstorm because I feel like I needed to hear this. Like a week and a half ago, I would have loved a video like this. And who knows, maybe this can reach someone in a situation like I was before, or maybe in a different situation, no idea. But may this video bring you peace and a big hug. I'm sending everyone out there, me included, a big, big hug. I hope you'll have an amazing and blessed week, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next week.